Have you ever noticed how some men seem to vanish from a woman's memory almost instantly, while others leave an impression that never fades? It's not about looks. It's not about how much money is in his bank account or how funny his jokes were. It's about how he made her feel. Most men today live reactively. They chase approval, they try too hard to impress, they over-explain their worth, and they desperately hope to be chosen. But a Stoic man moves differently. He doesn't perform for an audience. He simply is. That quiet, centered confidence is what stays in her mind long after the conversation ends. When a man operates from a place of inner strength instead of outward insecurity, he becomes rare. And in a world of noise, the rare ones are never forgotten. Welcome back to Stoic Nexus. Today, we are going to go deeper into the 6 traits that make a man truly unforgettable. These aren't tactics or game, they are reflections of a mastered soul. If you are ready to stop chasing and start building a presence that commands respect, drop a comment right now. I am centered. Number 1, she never forgets the man who controls his emotions. Think about the world we live in. Most men lose control the moment they feel even a spark of rejection or disrespect. They raise their voices, they pace, they argue, or they turn into a different person just to prove a point. A Stoic man does the absolute opposite. He breathes. He observes. He responds with calm precision. Marcus Aurelius once wrote in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this and you will find strength." A man who lives by that truth becomes unshakable. Imagine a situation where she tries to provoke you. Perhaps she says something sharp, just to test your boundaries or see if you'll fold. Instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, you stay composed. You might smile slightly, acknowledge the statement with a simple "I understand," and move on. That silence, that refusal to be moved by her chaos, hits differently. It's because emotional control equals safety. A woman remembers the man who made her feel safe not through physical dominance, but through the peace of his spirit. When the world is on fire, he is the cool shade. That is a memory that doesn't age. Number 2, she never forgets the man who listens more than he speaks. In the modern age, everyone is shouting to be heard. Social media has turned us all into broadcasters. Most men spend a date or a conversation waiting for their turn to speak, planning their next clever line while she's still talking. But a Stoic man listens deeply. He doesn't just hear words. He listens for meaning, for the subtext, for the soul behind the voice. When she talks, he's simply present. That presence says something more powerful than 1,000 compliments. You matter enough for me to be silent. That kind of silence is unforgettable because almost no one offers it anymore. Epictetus famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." When a woman feels truly understood, not just managed or entertained, her heart connects that stillness to warmth and respect. That is how emotional bonds are forged. Not by the noise you make, but by the space you create. Number 3, she never forgets the man who walks away in peace. Endings reveal who a man truly is. This is the ultimate test of character. Most men, when faced with rejection or the end of a relationship, beg, plead, argue, or try to force a closure that isn't there. They let their ego do the talking. A Stoic man does not. If the path is no longer shared, he simply says, "I wish you well," and he walks. No anger, no revenge, and no long paragraphs of explanation. Why? Because his worth isn't defined by her choice. He belongs to himself. That kind of peace is powerful and, frankly, unsettling to those used to drama. She expected chaos, but she found a mountain. She expected a chase, but she saw mastery. That moment replays in her mind for months. He didn't need me to feel whole. He let me go. That quiet dignity earns a level of respect she can't quite explain to her friends. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate proof of strength. Number 4, she never forgets the man who lives for a mission greater than her. A Stoic man's life does not revolve around a woman. It revolves around his purpose. He wakes up with goals, he builds something meaningful, and he grows every single day. When a woman realizes that you won't drop everything, just for a moment of her attention, that your mission comes first, she respects you more. Epictetus taught that if you want to improve, you must be willing to be thought foolish or stupid by others. Your path won't always make sense to the crowd, but it gives your life direction. Women are naturally drawn to men with direction, because direction equals certainty, and certainty feels like a foundation. When you are focused on your craft or your mission, she knows she cannot distract you. Ironically, that is when you become most attractive. She sees that your life is already full, and she realizes she must earn her place in that world. You aren't a lost traveler looking for a home. You are a builder creating a kingdom. Number 5. She never forgets the man whose presence brings calm, not chaos. Excitement is easy. Passion is cheap. But calm is expensive. Most relationships today crumble because they are built on emotional highs, jealousy, and constant tension. People mistake drama for spark. A stoic man brings balance. His energy feels like taking a deep breath after a long, exhausting day. When she is with him, she feels grounded. She can relax her guard, stop performing, and trust that he won't lose his footing. Over time, she begins to associate your very presence with peace. And once a woman connects you with her own inner peace, she will never truly forget you. In a chaotic world, peace is the rarest commodity. People never forget where they found it. Number 6. She never forgets the man who forgives silently. Forgiveness is not about being a doormat. It is the ultimate expression of power. When you forgive, you are stating, "What you did no longer has power over my internal state." A stoic man doesn't seek revenge. He doesn't gossip to mutual friends, and he doesn't hold on to the poison of bitterness. He lets time reveal the truth. When she realizes you've moved on without resentment, that you didn't become the bitter ex, she feels a profound sense of respect. Most people don't have the strength to let go without a fight. Marcus Aurelius said it best. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. By remaining virtuous, you win. You stay in her mind as the one man who was different, the one who stayed true to himself even when she wasn't. Bringing it all together. An unforgettable man isn't the loudest person in the room. He isn't the one wearing the flashiest clothes or telling the biggest stories. He is the one who carries a quiet, heavy strength. He stays centered no matter what the world throws at him. His confidence doesn't come from her validation, but from his own virtue. Long after the text messages fade, the memories blur, and the initial emotions settle, she will still remember the man who didn't lose himself trying to win her. She'll remember the one who chose peace over pride, purpose over attention, and wisdom over reaction. If this message resonated with you, give it a like and share it with a brother who needs to find his center. Subscribe to Stoic Nexus for more insights on ancient wisdom and modern mastery. If you reach the end of this lesson, comment, "I finished the lesson." I want to know who is actually walking this path with discipline. Until next time, stay grounded, stay calm, and walk your path with quiet confidence.